Hey, welcome to Season of War. We have the second of our stream games battle report. We have two very competitive lists. My Ironjawz, who I have fallen in love with and been playing for the last couple of tournaments, and Jordan with some new filth.
New filth, very soon to be very prevalent filth in the meta. I mean, already prevalent, but
yeah.
I just want to start by saying a quick sorry for the delay in getting the stream started. Just some technical difficulties as always. Everything went perfectly smoothly the first stream. Of course, this time we're running into issues. So it's got to be the orcs. The orcs just bring bad juju.
Yeah.
But just want to say, hey everyone, thanks for joining the chat. See some people in there. We were planning to have Ridge on for some just
voice to face.
Yeah, some just moderation, I suppose, just via Discord. But just again, technical issues. Didn't really have time to sort everything out. So you're dealing with just me and Carl tonight.
Yep.
Though when she's back from the gym, Cass may make an appearance. So we'll expect lots of salt and. Yeah,
so just like
make fun of whoever's losing, I'm sure.
Any regular game.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So I guess expect that in a little bit, but yeah, appreciate the love for the SCE. Going with some Stormcast today. But Carl, do you want to take us through your army first?
Sure. So I am running Bloodtooth Ironjawz. I have two Maw Crushers. One, the white one over here, is more defensive with Amulet of Destiny and Smellion, so difficult to deal with in combat. And the other one is the fast stun with Destroyer, so it will kill world.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have 12 pigs, a unit of 6 with Gore Hackas, and 2 units of 3 with the big pig iron choppas, and that's just because I built them before they had FAQ'd it, so they will be soon replaced with Gore Hackas as well. 2 War Chanters, my Weird Knob Shaman, which is my general, running Master of Magic for the teleport, and the Madcap Shaman.
Madman.
The Madman, yeah. He'll be kind of important for this matchup. His War Scroll spell is -1 to hit in shooting, so he can
relevant, yeah, for sure.
He can give out some buffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah. My grand strategy is Law, so I have to get my Weird Knob Shaman or a battle line unit into your deployment zone.
At the end of the game, it has to be alive.
End of the game, that's right.
And the deployment zones are rather small. We're just 11 inches up. I'll get into my list in a second, but before I do, worth noting, the mission we're playing today is Power in Numbers. So we rolled a random mission, and you've heard us talk about this one a ton of not necessarily being a great mission to play in the pack and with different things going on, and depending on the priority sequence can really dictate things.
I'm just gonna.
Music's loud.
Yeah.
It's all good, Carl.
Yeah. Aha! Dance stream.
Cool. Well, as always, we are live, so if there's any issues, let us know. Trying to fix audio and whatnot, we can definitely adjust that. But yeah, so power numbers. So battle line takes precedence. So if you have battle line on the objective, they're gonna take it. But yeah, we're both not without some tricks. You have good battle line. I have battle line as well as some shifty options with my battle line, or not necessarily options, but more the fact that all my battle line models count for 3 models each right now on my home objective. So I'm playing a Stormkeep, going into my list with Stormcast. Stormkeep, it's Hallowed Knights with Gardas. So Hallowed Knights, and I have Gardas in here, which gives 5-up ward save bubble to everything wholly within 12, which is pretty great.
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah, pretty much everybody. You can see I'm in a super big castle, so I'm Stormkeep, which means all my Redeemer units count as 3 models on objectives that touch my territory, which is the 3 here. So 3 dies is 9 models. If I have a unit of 5, that's 15. So that's obviously great for capping objectives. Gardas obviously is the main reason I'm doing this as well. My Redeemers on a 4-up fight on death when they die, so it's just a little potential extra chip damage. And other than the Redeemers and Gardas, I have Knight Relictor, Lord Relictor actually.
Lord Relictor, yeah.
Obviously because he gets the +1 to prayers. General, so he gets the reroll prayers command trait. And doesn't matter in this one, but mirror shield, so he can't be shot at. from a ways away. Again, these are a lot of staples that you'll see. You will see a lot of variety in Stormcast lists because they just have so many options. But these are a lot of staples, especially as we get to unit of 6 long strikes over here, just ready to shoot off the world.
Yeah.
I do have the command trait, the Holy Command, to double shoot them or shoot them in the hero phase once per game. Again, it's the auto include for Stormcast.
Yep.
The other ones are good. There are some other good ones too, but this one is just oppressively strong.
Yep.
We'll say. So, otherwise, I have a unit of 4 Dracholines, or specifically Fulminators, who just working on getting these guys painted up because they are also quite strong with the meta. They can, on the charge, take down a Guardian.
Kill anything, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And then just filling out the roster, I have a Knight Judicator, just for a little extra chip damage shooting. He's got the Drifthounds. They're cute. And
extra screen,
just a model to cap.
For sure.
Yeah. But I think that's pretty much it. Again, if you guys have any questions, we will be trying to keep an eye on chat. So if you see us looking down, that's why, staring at chat. Yeah, as Final Flash said, there's a lot of potential burning. If you controlled all the objectives at the top of 2, you could burn them all, and there's no more scoring for the rest of the game.
Yep, except for battle tactics. Yep.
So very, very volatile.
Yep.
As we talked about on
our list review. Yeah,
list review and Du Bois review stream last night. So you'll hear 2 sides of that story.
Yeah.
If you watch that. But I was a 1-drop here. So I deployed my whole castle before seeing any of Carl's drops. And you're 9 or so in here.
9, yeah.
Cape Fury, want to say welcome to Premium Team. Thank you for joining. That's honestly such a big way to support the channel. Makes this all possible. So thank you to everyone, all our premium members in the chat. I see you guys. Yeah, so I have choice tonight of how the game starts. Now, the great thing about these streams and why we want to do these is we can talk through a lot of our decisions more so than we are able to in the standard battle reports.
Correct, yep.
The concise format, it's hard to cover everything. But the big thing here with this choice is very tough. These are 2 very volatile armies.
Yeah.
Yours in the combat phase, mine in the shooting phase.
Yep.
Though I'm pretty well rounded. I have a lot of combat output as well. Basically the choice I have is, do I take first, shoot off 1 Maw Crusher or the unit of 6 pigs?
Yep.
Or do I give you first and then potentially open myself up to the double turn? Or do I give you first, play it a little safer, but you get to throw in your Maw Crusher, both Maw Crushers and 6 pigs into combat. They're all getting in very likely.
And I deployed very aggressively because I kind of know...
You have to press the issue.
Correct.
You have to force the issue.
Correct.
So even from deployment, this is a very tactical game from just the volatility of these armies.
Yeah, and a thing of note as well is Jordan deployed all his long strikes, so everything in his bubble is within 9. So anything I charge, no matter where it is,
I'm gonna get to unleash hell on something.
Yeah.
So that's great for me, not so great for Carl. I did also, big thing was keep my Fulminators 4 inches back from the all my dudes. That way, if Carl does the just outside of 4 inches. So if Carl hits my screen, blows them up. And then piles in, he will be out of range of those guys. Now, there may be some ways he can still get in, depending on the sequencing of things, and mortal wounds and whatnot. Hopefully, Gardus's 5-up ward will help me keep me safe. But I guess I just have to make the decision tonight, guys. I'm a little worried about this. But Carl, I think here I'm gonna give you first turn.
Yeah, that's what I anticipated. Yeah. So we're gonna go into my first turn.
Yep, sounds good. So jumping into Ironjawz, Carl, you can take us through it.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll just get my 2 CP. I am 1960 points, so I will get my +1 to wound triumph. Now, kind of my decision is, do I go all in? So my problem with Ironjawz right now is sometimes I'm too, when I go aggressive, I don't go aggressive enough. I kind of go to a halfway measure and then, end up losing a longer grind out game. Or do I just try to peel screens right now and try to do a second wave afterwards? So kind of that's the decision I have to have right now. But I will do an easy battle tactic to get it out of the way. I will do aggressive expansion for 2 of my objectives. In case you double me, burn some objectives, then I don't have 2 to hold. So aggressive expansion is going to be pretty much guaranteed for me. Could we turn that music down as well again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that will be my battle tactic. My heroic action will be to give a 4+ CP to my destroyer Maw-Crusher. Always need those CP. I do get it.
Cool, and I'll do heroic leadership on why not Gardas?
Mr. Gardas.
I get it.
Yeah,
so I'm going to be sitting on 4 here. Well, 3 in that bonus one.
So now for Ironjawz, it's a lot of sequencing, especially with the change to Skull Shaking Bellow, where you give command abilities to 3 different units. So we're gonna start. I measured wholly within 18 over here, so I'm gonna immediately spend the command ability or command point that I got to move my defensive Maw-Crusher 12 inches forward.
I also just threw up a poll in chat, guys. So I want to see who you guys are voting for. We've seen some comments both ways for Ironjawz and Stormcast. So throw your votes in. We'll let it run till the end of. Well, get your votes in quick because we're probably going to have a good idea of how this game's going to go by the end of this turn. Whether it's going to either look really good for Stormcast or really bad for Stormcast. Well, both armies. That's just the way it goes, though. We also do have a bunch of new premium emotes for you guys to use if you are premium members. Do we have a Stormcast one?
We might not.
I don't know if we have a Stormcast one, guys. That's one we'll have to add. We actually have a bunch of new ones coming up as well. But it's just as our premium membership grows, we unlock more options. So
see, I also, sorry to interrupt. I almost messed up because I decided to do Mighty Destroyers first, and I was almost outside of the 15 inches for my Violent Fury. So
sequencing.
Be very careful with sequencing with Ironjawz.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give them +1 damage, the 6 pigs, and I'm gonna give the destroyer +1 damage as well.
And Carl with the nice flower.
Yeah, flower, petal, 6 pigs are difficult to maneuver around, but you can do it. They just have a large footprint. And then we're just gonna do the teleport, the Hand of Gork from the Weird Knob Shaman. So that will be a 7. Do you have any unbinds?
No unbinds.
No unbinds. So I'm not very tall, so I'm gonna get Jordan to actually measure outside of 12 and teleport.
I got some measuring sticks over here.
There.
So you're teleporting this big boy. Just want him.
Yeah, just outside of 12.
Cool.
Like so. Okie doke. So outside of 12 there.
It looks like Carl's chosen the full-on aggressive strategy.
So now the cool thing about Ironjawz here is since I teleported, I'm going to activate my once per game fast stun.
Yep.
So I'm going to be outside of 3, if you can measure me outside of 3 of there.
Just straight in here.
Correct. Yeah. And then since I'm still holding the Mighty Destroyers, I'm able to activate it now. And since I'm within 9, I can charge. So I'm charging in the hero phase right here. So that'll be a 7. I'm gonna get you to straddle both units. Both units, yeah.
Are you 100% sure you want to do that?
Yes.
Because if you straddle both units,
yes,
both units get to do D3 mortals.
That's okay. Okay. That's no problem.
Cool. And I believe that's just accepting a charge. I don't think it's in the charge phase specifically or anything. Yeah.
Are you talking about Unleash Hell?
Finish the charge move. Nope, this is just the Storm Keep when you charge the Redeemer unit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get to do 2d3 mortals here.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 units there for this to be 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds.
But like you said, does get around Unleash Hell because I cannot Unleash Hell
in the hero phase.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's a nice way to get around it. It delivers my Maw-Crusher into position.
And we'll have some impact. Your impact hits there.
No, they do not have impact hits anymore.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Wow.
It's a stomp.
Wild.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah.
It's a stomp now. Yeah.
No impact hits.
No impact hits at all,
Cool.
which the pigs are the only ones who do that. So I'll actually move on into my movement phase. So I'm just gonna walk around here.
Cool. Stormcast are holding a 2%, but it's a 4% lead right now in the vote, 52 to 48. So close one.
Well, we'll see if I can change everybody's mind there.
Oh, sorry. The good call, Elect Man. So the Stormkeep thing is only D3 on a 3-up. So
Okay.
I would have had 1 3-up there.
Yeah.
Or, yes, because that's why it was 2.
Yeah.
So D3 mortal wounds on that 3-up.
Still a 3.
So it's the exact same.
Still the
Great
same.
call, though. It is on a 3-up. Thank you, guys. Again, new army to me. I've played 2 games with Stormcast now. To be honest, they're pretty simple, but just some of those nuanced things. So that's the great thing about live. You can help us. What's up, Grumdy? Grumdy, how'd Texas go? I'd love to hear about your experience there. I know you were at the Texas US Open. We're sad we couldn't go in the end, but
I'm gonna go ahead.
it looked like a great event.
Fast boys this time so far. 10 inches from my run. Run my Madcap Shaman. 10 inches as well. Everybody's just moving 10 here.
Yeah, chat's always huge, helping us remember things, and that's actually a great thing about live, especially like the other. Typically we'll try to play armies that we know pretty well or comfortable with, so we're not looking stuff up as we go. But there's always little things, right, when you're starting a new army or playing a new army. And it's my first time actually playing Stormkeep, which I've heard a lot of things about. I'm excited about Stormkeep. They obviously have a lot of capping scoring potential, which is huge for this army, right? It's one of the things they struggle with.
For sure. And so after my movement phase, let's go ahead and into the screaming phase. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the Destroyer Maw Crusher into the front unit.
This unit over here.
That unit right there. So it'll be 4s and 3s, or sorry, 2s and 3s. 2s and 3s. So that'll be 2 at -1.
Okay, sorry, I should have thought about 2 at -1, so I'll be on a 4-up. Should have thought about command abilities. I'll save one of those.
1 damage.
Just 1 damage?
Just 1 damage.
On a 5-up, I ignore it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
the next screaming phase will be into the front
I
end.
will use an all-out defense here.
Yep.
No reason not to.
2s here. Everything hits. 3s to wound. Just 1. -1.
Goes through.
1 damage.
1 damage, so looking for a 5-up. Save it. Gardas coming in big.
So I've kind of committed pretty hard here. So at the start of my charge phase, I will call the Wah. I'm not gonna scream because that's not my style. And also Baby J is sleeping. So
it's true.
So I do get +1 to my charge and an additional rend.
Nice.
So we're gonna go ahead and charge with the defensive Maw Crusher first and foremost. That'll be an 8 to charge, which I assume is enough. Now, if I charge both units, you still get the 3-up.
Yes, correct. Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's the range of it?
1 inch.
Okay, so I'm just gonna 3, 4, 5. So I'm just gonna do this right like this.
Yep,
so
all good.
1.
So, and again on a 3-up.
Yep.
I did the 3-up. 1 mortal wound.
He does have the Amulet of Destiny, so on a 5-up.
You ignore it. I guess it's only fair. I've saved both of my saves so far.
So I'm gonna charge the 6 pigs there. That'll be a big 9.
Cool.
And I will
just go straight in.
Just charge like this if you're able to.
Okay, so 9 inches.
9 inches, yeah, as far that way.
You can tuck right into that guy.
Yeah. And
probably do the triangle on this second guy.
Yeah. Keeping the nice flower formations there.
I mean, we know what you're doing, so not too much fuss about it.
Yep.
Now, do you want to avoid this second unit? Because it's going to be tough. Well, I guess you can just pile into them, right? So you can be like this.
Yeah. And just
outside of an inch, and then here, outside of an inch, so you can pile into them.
Correct.
No problem there.
Yeah.
So I'll just have on a 4-up the 1 Redeemer unit.
Yep.
Roll my 4-up, or sorry, 3-up for 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah. Yeah, just take it, unfortunately.
Nice.
I do get impact hits there, so 4 into that unit. Oh, that is too many dice. I'm cheating already. 4 of them right there.
Because these two are out, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And it's 2 ups, so 4 mortal wounds.
4 mortal wounds. Let's roll.
Into that unit.
Come on, Dardis. I saved one of them, so I'll take 3 which
more,
means I'm going to lose 1 guy. This doesn't really matter. We'll take this guy, and then throw 1 wound on a gentleman over here. Actually, no, sorry. I'm gonna switch that. That guy's gonna die. I'm gonna put the wound on that one. Let's get away from that big piggy. So 1 inch range on that.
Yeah.
Lets me pull him out of combat actually. And then I will. So I'm down to 3 command points because I used Dardis' free one. I'm gonna spend 1 for Unleash Hell.
Yep.
On these piggies.
Yep.
So I'll go from 3s and 2s to 4s and 2s.
Yep.
But we're looking for 6s to hit. We get 3, so it's gonna be 6 mortal wounds.
Yep.
And I'm on 4s to hit. So 4 more hits. And 2s, so that's gonna be 4 at run 2.
Looking for 6 ups. I save 1, so it'll be 12 damage.
Yes.
That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage.
So that'll actually be 3 pigs in total.
Yeah, just 5 wounds each.
With
I already did
mortal wounds.
the 3 mortals on impact, or from your impact.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to accept that as Ironjawz. There's no way around it. So that sucks, but here we are in combat. So
Yeah, good example, obviously, of Unleash Hell was really strong. But combined with the Stormkeep stuff, like the Mortal's Back, that's already a nice,
So let's go ahead and activate the Maw Crusher over there first. I'm going to get you to pile him in closer towards you 3 inches.
Cool. And I assume you're doing the big, are you, well, I guess, yeah, you might not need to yet, right?
No, I am not going to use Destroyer.
So that's the artifact he does, it gives the rider
+3
plus
damage,
3.
yeah.
Which is pretty insane.
Jose did say you are Hallowed Knight, so on a 4-up, he does fight.
So this guy, thank you. 4-up, no, fails it.
See,
so.
Whenever you forget the rules, it never happens when you go later on.
That's fair. I'm all right. I can accept that.
So at the start of at the end of the charge phase, because that was all charge phase stuff, let's go ahead and on a 3+ roar from my white Maw Crusher onto that unit over there. So on a 3+, yeah, they're roared.
Okay.
And then my other Maw Crusher over there will stomp on a 2+. That's a 1. It never happens. Ever.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yep. And then...
Still starting here in combat?
Correct. Still starting there. I will spend the CP to...
Another reminder. Thank you, guys. Oh, gosh. Stormcast. Blaze of Glory.
Yeah.
So... do I get the bonus point with these guys? Yeah, I get the bonus.
Yeah, they're Thunder Strike.
Thunder Strike. So 3, I'm looking for 6s. No, again,
see,
forgot about
whenever you forget about it, you are gonna not get it.
Great call on the Blaze of Glory.
I will spend my Triumph here as well for +1 to wound.
With this guy?
Correct. And he is...
So you roared over here.
Correct.
You're not using your thing, so we'll spend a command point to try and keep this unit alive. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
We'll try to do it.
Sure. So this will be 2s and 2s. 2s to hit, so 1 miss. And then 2s to wound. Here, 6 of them, -2, because I called the wall.
Cool, so I'll go to a 2-up, back to a 4-up. That's pretty good. I say 4 out of 6.
3 damage each.
So that's gonna be 6.
Yeah, 6 damage.
Looking for 5-ups.
Yep.
I saved 3 of those.
Yeah, so 3 damage
so far. Pretty big.
Pretty good,
Those rolls that was in my favor there.
And then the Maw Crusher itself, missed 2. Miss 1, so that'll be 5 in total, -3 rend.
Okay, so I'll be on 5-ups here then. I saved 2 again.
4 damage apiece, so 12.
Cool, so let's roll 12 5-ups. Wow, that was pretty good. There was a few. 4, so I guess exactly average, right? That's a third. So that's gonna be 8. Obviously, I'm at 11, so that's gonna kill the unit. Woo!
Kill the unit.
I have 2 guys so it's within 1 inch for the Blaze of Glory. So I'll roll Blaze of Glory first.
Yeah.
No blazes.
No mortals,
glory,
no blazing.
But those 2 dies on 4-ups get to fight.
Yeah.
One gets to fight, so it's to be 2 attacks. 2 mortal wounds. So
Pretty good.
yeah, I mean, it's just like I didn't get any from the blaze, but it's just like there's all
just
those
small
little things, right?
Yeah.
Mortals when you impact, mortals when you kill stuff. I get potential attacks when you kill stuff. So these guys are dead though.
And you know what time it is when you kill a unit? It is smashing and bashing. So I'm actually going to go ahead and attack with the other Maw Crusher.
Cool.
I will attack the unit that is the furthest away from me. Yeah. And unfortunately, I'm not within 18 of my other Maw Crusher, so he's just going to be 3s and 3s here.
Hey coach, I can play 3rd edition. Can I play Stormcast is the real question, but I think I can.
I think I can.
With the help of the chat.
I think I can. 3, -2.
So 5 ups, save 2.
2 damage each.
Nice.
So 2.
So hit 2 so far.
Yeah. And I don't know if this unit that's the furthest away is wholly within 12 of Guardian.
They are not. Oh, they are not. So thank you. I am not.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's pile in and fight on a 3-up. Sorry, this is my first time playing the sub faction.
3s here. Aye.
I thought it was just within 1 inch. So
3s to wound. Yeah, that's where it falls down. 3s and 3s. Pile in and fight on a 4+. It's only 2 saves afterwards as well.
Sorry. So looking for 6s here. Save 1.
3 damage each, so 6 more.
Okay. So that's 8. So I'm gonna have 1 die left there.
Yeah.
So it's pile in and fight on a 4-up?
Yeah.
Okay, well I would have 2 more dies there.
Yep.
3 more. Because I only did it with 2.
Yep.
All 3
of them. Yeah.
Let's throw 1 mortal wound.
Yep.
And 2 at rend 1.
So looking for 4-ups, 1 save, 1 does not.
Thank you guys again, appreciate it. It's 1 piling for Hollow Knight. Okay, sorry, I thought it was 1 inch for both. Blaze of Glory is 1, that's where
Yeah, piling for the Hollow.
But again, 7 damage on your Maw Crusher already.
Yep.
And that's without Unleash Hell into it.
Yep.
That was just from you killing stuff and it hitting you back.
And charging.
Yeah. Wild. Over here, you did 8.
8
so
damage, yeah.
we'll pull these 4. Let's do the so Blaze of Glory first, 6 dice, no mortals, and then we'll do the 4 guys that are dying on 4-ups, get to pile in and fight. 2 of them. So 3s and 3s, 1 mortal wound, and 2 at rend 1.
4-ups, so 2 of them.
Yep.
5-ups because of Amulet of Destiny. Nope, go straight through.
Nice. All right, so I guess it's my activation next because you did not kill that unit.
Yep.
I'm gonna go in obviously here with
Just to remove the 4 guys there.
I guess that's important. I was hoping you'd forget about him, Carl. Cool, so just these 3 guys, they're all getting in. They are magnetized to the objective. Alrighty, so 4 guys. 8 attacks. My leader's still there, so extra 1. No mortals. I could have done an all-out attack here, but not a big deal. Let's save those command points. And I need 1 for Battle Shock. 3 at rend 1.
3 at rend 1.
Yep.
All right, 5 up tier. Save 2, take 1.
Yep.
I will take it on this piggy here. Because of Skull Shaking Bellow, I'm going to go ahead and give them all out attack as well. I spent the CP from before.
Yep.
So it'll be 10 attacks. 3, 4, 5. 10 attacks here. Hitting on 2s. Everything.
Nice.
Okay. Wounding on 3s. 8. -3.
That hurts. It's the Wa turn, right?
Yeah, the water. Yeah.
So -3, I'm looking from 3s to 6s. None?
It'll be 2 damage apiece.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll this out twice.
Yeah.
For the Gardas saves. I save 3, so I take 5 so far.
Yeah.
I'm still alive. And then I take another 5, so that's 10, and the unit's dead.
Yeah. Blaze of Glory.
Yeah, good call. So that's going to be what, 3, 6, 9, 12 potential chances at mortals.
Yep.
There's going to be spicy. That's 6 mortal wounds.
A lot of mortal wounds. So 6 mortals will be 4 here. 5, 6.
And then 4 guys attacking on death.
Yep.
4 ups. None. Okay. Balances out. So these 4 guys are dead. I mean, it's not so bad having your stuff die when it's like the damage I'm doing back.
That is a good question. Whether it's the fight first, then Blaze of Glory. You would pile in and fight first, and then when you remove your models, then it would be Blaze of Glory. So it would actually be an interesting thing because you can pile in to get more people to Blaze of Glory.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And wow, that was the turn. You killed a lot of stuff. I have a command point that I will spend to keep this single lad around.
At the end of the combat phase, here is my... You've activated my trap card. There's my hand.
Yep.
The pigs, since they fought Bloodtooth, they can either charge or make a normal move. So I don't think I can screen the Fulminators out, unfortunately. So I'm actually going to charge the 2 pigs that are remaining there.
This is the end of the phase, so no one's going to
correct. On 7, so I'm going to charge them straight through as far towards the, until to there as possible.
Cool.
Yeah.
So here you're tagging up the Fulminators, hoping, or like with the plan of not letting me be on the charge.
Correct.
Impacts?
I could have potentially tagged the long strikes as well, but you're just going to teleport them out.
Yeah.
So impact hits. 2 mortals into the Fulminators.
So one of these fine lads is down to 4. Doesn't really matter which, because they're all the same.
Yep. And they're elite as well, so it doesn't matter. There's no hero models or anything like that.
All right. I guess scoring's important.
Yeah.
No, actually, sorry, I would have had combat over here. I am locked in.
Yeah.
So let me just fight with these 2 guys.
Yep.
And these guys get to shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick. And leader's not in there. 2 mortal wounds.
Yep.
And 1 at 1 rend.
1 at 1 rend here. Goes through 2 mortals plus the 5. So saves 2. So takes
just 1 more. Okay, so let's go back to side camera.
So you're gonna see some white dice here that denotes how many things they've killed, how many extra attacks and extra wounds they have. Not 9.
That's a one on both.
One on both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So big thing here, looking at this turn again. This was kind of a puzzle for us of like what choices we were making to try and set up the game, and like this isn't like a typical. I guess a lot of games you see where it's like slow start and then they start picking each other down turn 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
This was obviously right into it. We both knew both of our armies had that ability.
Yeah, and I had to. The issue is if it's a longer deployment edges where it's the corners, I can perhaps play a more cagey game where I go for a turn that the double is available to me.
Yeah.
But because we're so short and your range is 30 inches and you have double shoot, a Maw Crusher is going to be potentially dead, right off the bat. So I have to get the most out of them. And so I just decided to just shove as much of them as possible in there. Now, it did surprise me how much damage you did to the pigs just coming in.
I mean, the D3 did 3. That meant another guy was dead. So I did have... sorry, thank you. I would have had the Dardis ward on the impact hits. On both because I forgot. That's what happened. So you are right, though. But yeah, so very strong turn. You obviously hold all your objectives.
Yeah.
I would choose to hold this one with the Vindictors, leaving this one empty. But because you don't have anyone on it, I remain in control.
That's fine. And then
you do hold more here anyways, though. So you would get...
so I do have my aggressive expansion.
Yep, 3 for primary, 2 for your battle tactic, putting you up to 5.
Yeah,
so.
Which is pretty standard scoring. If you don't, you should aim to score 5 usually in your turns. So
That's kind of
the standard on the score 1, score 2, score more.
Yeah.
If you don't score that, then you're kind of on the back foot.
Yeah. So here, I am now on the back foot. I've lost 14 of my 20 battle line models.
Yeah, but the rest of your army does so much damage.
Yeah,
so
we'll see. And the potential double could be really devastating.
Yeah.
Which is the gamble I took by diving you first, letting you hit me.
Yep.
So
there's no choice kind of from me. So
yeah, exactly. I will put the lists in the description of the video after this, and then link it to Twitter like I typically do.
Oh,
it was just a little hectic.
They are correct. It is power in power numbers.
Yep.
So we don't score at all until we burn.
This is. Oh right. I'm thinking Feral Foray. So it's just 2 for the primary.
For the battle tactic.
Battle tactic.
Yeah.
You burn equal to the number of turns you've held it.
Correct.
Which, unlike power struggle, is not consecutive of your turns.
Correct.
It's just
turns.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Like you can't lose it. Yeah, you can't lose it.
Rounds you've held it. You can't lose it in between.
Thanks for that.
So that's actually really important on this, holding this one.
Yep.
Meaning I would score 8 round 5 if I held it to the end. 4 if I burn it next turn, or turn 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
But that's obviously important, so I want to maintain control over there, especially having lost that one.
Yep.
So that said, we're going to go into Stormcast turn 1.
Yep.
Again, so much action early. But jumping into the good guys.
So there is a question, do you think the unit of 6 Goring Kruntus is worth it? Or is it better to have 2 units of 3? The 6 is really worth it, just 1 unit. I don't like to run a lot of 6s because you keep adding to your footprint. So your buffs stick much better on the 6.
And the impact hits are huge. Here, I'm pretty tanky, but against someone with weaker screens, your impact hits can actually open up the channel for your Mock Rusher to then pile in.
Yep.
But obviously, I was prepared for that here.
Yep.
So we're going to jump into my turn. I get a command point off the start. My battle tactic is going to be... aggressive expansion is relatively... I'll do a ferocious advance. Ooh, that's tough. To do ferocious advance, pretty simply, I want to make sure I hold this one so I don't kill this guy, which is going to be really tough, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have some questions, actually. Going to have some challenges in this. So we'll do ferocious advance, choosing my Lord Relictor, my Gryph-hounds, and my single Vindictor over there. Then into heroic actions, I'm going to do a command point just with my general.
Yep.
I get it. 4.
You get it.
Big.
So I'm actually going to go ahead and Finest Hour my defensive Mock Rusher. I need him alive. It's harder for me to keep the Destroyer alive because he's just gonna shift his focus on the other one that I didn't Finest Hour. So I'd rather to keep that one alive. Even though Destroyer is a great thing, a defensive Mock Rusher is something to behold.
Well, we're going to jump right into it. So that command point I just got for free in the hero phase.
Bang, bang.
I'm going to spend it for Thunderbolt Volley.
Bang, bang.
Once per game, shooting the hero phase. Yep. And because you didn't tag them, I have choice of target. Now I could have teleported and then done this.
Yeah. It would have been probably smart of me to tag them, actually.
It would have forced me to teleport first, which I could have easily done.
Yeah.
So it's neither here nor there, really. And
I think it just takes a tool away from you. Now you have the ability to teleport something else.
This is true. This is very true. Now, actually, outside of 12, that's okay. If I had been wholly within 12, I actually could have teleported this guy back there to your objective, which would have been interesting. But I'm outside of it, so and I already passed that point. Committed to my battle tactics, so I'm going to do Thunderbolt Volley. Let's try and shoot off these pigs, I think. Let me be free with my...
Be free!
I think that's the choice. Otherwise, this guy's already got 7 wounds on him.
Yep.
So he's got 8 remaining because of the +1. He's 14? They're 14?
He's 19.
They're 18 to start.
Yeah, 19.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Extra tanky. So...
Yeah. So 12.
So it's either do I shoot him and finish these guys off in combat, or shoot them. I want to get the fulminators into him because that's going to be fun. So I'm going to shoot at the pigs here.
Yep.
I'll be looking for 3s because no way to buff it in the hero phase. No, not great. I had 6 misses, so that was about half of them missed.
Yep.
4 mortal wounds so far. 2s to wound, another fail there. So 3 at Ren 2.
3 at Ren 2. I rolled 2 6s and a 5, so only 6 damage.
Well, 6 mortal wound, or 6 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
4 mortal
So how many is on that gentleman there?
2, so this guy will have 3 then,
Correct.
remaining.
Yep. Come on, Pigos, survive.
1 left. Okay. So he's half health. I do have translocate now. So I think just, well, I guess we're still in the hero phase. Is there anything I really want to translocate even? I don't think so. Now, I just want to try and measure this objective. So 6 inches would be there, being the range of it. I just want to see, basically, if I can tag this objective and without tagging you.
Big boy. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so let's measure it this way. So 6 inches would end, so I could just put this one guy on the edge of this.
Yep.
No, sorry, I could not. I could not. It's just over. So I could not tag it from that side. 11 being 17, so I can't hold on to this objective if I retreat. So
Big pie plates are good. Big pie plates are good. Well, good and bad.
Yeah. Potentially would have been a reason to shoot the defensive Maw Crusher. Again, I only did, a couple damage in the end, and he would have had the wards, so not that big there. I think then, okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything for me to really translocate.
And kind of this was the conundrum or the question that I wanted to ask Jordan on his turn is, what do you shoot?
Put me in a bad position.
What do you take off the board and let the other pieces, run rampant?
So we are just going to jump into movement phase. There's not much to it. Gardas is going to
stay where he is.
No, probably pivot him a little bit. Let's see, 12 inches, because if I want to get into your Maw Crusher, I could there. I want to stay there, so...
That is true. You do have access to other prayers as well.
Oh, true. So what I have...
3+ is...
less and...
No. What
are the generic ones?
The Lord Relictor himself has D3 Mortal Wounds or a D3 Heal.
Cool. We'll do a D3 heal. And it's,
I think it's on a 4+. It might be on a 3+.
We'll assume it's a 3+. Thank you, Martin, for calling that out. So on a 3+, because he gets +1.
Yep.
And he gets to reroll it. That's a 2, so he's going to reroll it into a 2. So unless it was a 3 to begin with.
Answer value of 4.
Yeah, so he fails that prayer even with the reroll. So that's what happens. Again,
when you forget.
Yeah. So Gardas was just moving down here to the bottom of this tent, keeping these guys wholly within 12.
Yep.
It's gonna be a tough task for them to survive there. So yeah, I don't really like. I don't know if I give up the. We'll see, because your damage doesn't bracket too much.
Yeah, the Maw Crusher itself goes down by attacks, but at 17 wounds, it's still 5 attacks.
I'm just thinking if I dump my shooting into it.
Yeah.
So Gardas is basically covering these guys on his aura, and if I put the fulminators in over here. So let's get into shooting. We're actually to start with the Dracoths. So they're doing D3 mortal wounds on 4 pluses. That's gonna be 2.
2d3.
For 6 mortal wounds.
He's dead, which unlocks the fulminators.
Yep.
If that didn't go through and this little piggy survived.
Well, I would have had the Judicator shoot at them next.
Yeah.
And then the launch strikes.
That's fair.
So we'll go with the launch strikes now. Ah, gosh, this is the actually. So there are different ways to get +1 hit in Stormcast. There's a lot of Gardas love in there. But I'll probably talking about the wards. So let's see. Yeah, so I can either do +1 hit now or save it for the fulminators. Obviously, I want it for the fulminators and the potential failed charge. So I think I have to save that. Yeah, we're gonna put the launch strikes into this big boy over here. I'm not gonna use the command point, so I'll just be hitting on 3s and 2s. Again, there are other ways to do it in Stormcast to get +1 to hit. Even just running some Aether Wings, which would be a good option, but I don't have any of those options available to me here, just depending on the CP. My 3-ups, I would have loved 4 2s there, which would have converted. 2s to wound though, all good. So I have 2 mortal wounds and 7 at Ren 2.
7 at Ren 2. 3, 4, 5, 7. 3's going to 5s. That's pretty bad. I only saved 1, so that'll be 6.
So 14 damage.
14, yeah.
Yep. 14 damage from the launch strikes.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9 damage in total.
Nice. 9, you said?
9, yeah.
So this guy's up to 10 on him.
That's just the amount of...
right.
So he's actually taken 12.
12 wounds. So next we're going to shoot the Knight Judicator at him.
Yep.
Nope.
He does not hit on 2s.
Those both fail. So still pretty solid. Hope it's enough to help these guys survive. And otherwise, I'm going to jump into charging.
Yeah.
Fulminators. That's a 4. That's not going to do it.
A good thing he saved that command point, because if he did not save it, Jose does call out that Gardas does have some shooting attacks as well.
Great call.
He has the cloak.
With his little piddly shooting. I think it's D6 shots. Yeah, D6 shots. Oh, what's the range on it? 12. So I'm going to go at this guy again. And they were wholly within 12. So, so it's going to be 3 shots. 3s and 3s. Thanks, Jose, for calling that out. No.
When you forget, this is what happens.
So I can only blame myself for all these things. I keep forgetting and then failing.
So you
but I get
the CP.
Forward to victory. Rerolling my charge here. That's a 10.
Okay.
So getting in here with the fulminators.
Yep.
So a couple bad things. So basically, I want to make sure I'm holding 12 of Gardas. And then I have a 10-inch charge, so lots of room. So, no problem. Freed myself up, got these guys in. Unfortunately, I had to spend the command point to do it. And then I'm just going to pull back, so I'm holding 12.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's going to be difficult for me to live there. I think they have a lot of attacks.
Yeah, the fulminators. Well, so end of the charge phase, you get your monstrous actions.
I did forget that I did have Finest Hour on that Maw Crusher.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were including that.
No, I didn't. So I do have the monstrous action. I will go ahead and stomp on that end.
Cool. Just take. We'll take like 2 wounds off.
Yeah. Go through.
So we'll say you're at 10 rather than 12.
Yeah. Just so how many wounds has he taken?
He has taken 7.
7.
So sorry, you just stomped me?
I did stomp you. I rolled a 3 plus 2 is 5.
Okay, so wards.
Yep.
I saved 3 of them. I don't lose a fulminator.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I had only saved 1, you did 4.
Yep. And then over there, I'm going to go ahead and roar you on the 3 plus. Yep, you got it.
I have no CP anyways, but there's nothing else for you to really do.
Yeah.
So I got to go in with these guys first.
Yep.
So I go up to Ren 2, damage 3 on the charge with these guys. 5 attacks each, so that's going to be 20 attacks.
Yep.
That's 12, 14.
You know, I will just go all out defense here. Just for
with this guy?
Yeah, just for the small chance that he survives, because if he survives and I can activate Destroyer,
you could, that would be pretty nuts. But so I'm going to be 3s and 3s again. I can't do the +1 because I was 30 points down, but you were 40.
I was 40 points down.
So you beat me on the triumph. So just 3s and 3s here. Not looking too hot off the start. A lot of 1s and 2s in there.
Yeah.
But the dream is still alive.
Yep.
And and
little bit
3.
better, I
So that's going to be 5, 10 at round 2. These are 3 damage each, so you gotta save a bunch of them.
5, so 2 up saves going to 4 up saves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 15 damage so far.
He's well dead. There's 7 on you.
Yeah.
So
He's well dead.
So Fulminators finish the job. I see the big boy.
Yeah. He did not get to activate his destroyer, which sucks, but
Yeah.
I just had to do it. And then I will activate the other Maw Crusher there. Looking at 3s.
Can the
3.
ability to attack at full profile does take his command point.
So that will be 3 saves at -1 this time.
Yeah. So -1. So I'm on a 4 up. Save 2.
So 2 damage.
Got my ward saves. Take 2.
Take
So
2
damage
so far. Maw Crusher himself. Come on, Mr. Maw Crusher. That'll be 4 at -2.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, look at that! Saving 3 of them.
That'll be 3 extra damage.
Yeah, and then the wards. Nope, save none. So 5 total. Meaning I lose 2 guys. Again, I just want to keep bodies on the objective, so I remain in control of this objective.
Yep.
I guess it doesn't amount to much if I... Ooh. You know what? Again, fighting on death is big. But they're obviously too far from that. They're too far from Storm. If I do these guys, again, let's see if this third guy is on the objective. The third guy, it would be, so 15, so 21. I think he is on there.
Yep, he is on there.
Cool. So this guy is on the objective, just barely touching the edge. So I'll actually take these 2.
Yep.
They'll get to do their pile-in and attack on 4-ups. One of them does.
Yep.
And he does absolutely nothing.
Yep.
And then I'll get the Blaze of Glory from both of those gentlemen for 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds. 5 ups here. Save 1, take 1.
So, not the best, not the worst. And that's
Pretty much it. I get it.
that is pretty much it. Yeah. So I obviously I'm out of combat now with these guys, I believe.
But you also have Battle Shock.
I do have Battle Shock. I'll have to pull some of my healthy ones.
Yep.
So on a 6, I would lose 1 gentleman. That's a 1.
You got it.
Perfectly fine.
Yep.
All right. So, a devastating turn 1 for Ironjawz, a devastating turn 1 for Stormcast. Again, like we said from the start, 2 hugely volatile armies. Like, just the output, again, launch strikes. I've shot these launch strikes, what, 3 times now?
Yep.
By the end of my first turn,
Yep.
between Unleash Hell and Hero Face Shooting, and then, like, the Word. I've cleared 2 of your, big 3 hammers.
Yep.
You've cleared a lot of my screens, so now you're getting into my stuff, but I do have my hammers alive, though not necessarily my storing units.
Yep.
But
So it'll be a big priority, I think.
yeah, so I will take this objective back.
Yep.
Just, again, bait for burning it. Battle tactic. I honestly totally even forgot to run.
Yep.
So I'm going to fail my battle tactic here. So I don't think I could even, without moving my launch strikes and all that. That was just moving too quick.
Yeah. Sometimes you get excited about the output of things, and you forget things.
Yeah, so.
It happens.
It's all
it does
good.
happen.
So,
That'll be a 6.
that's a 1. Okay, so we are in Ironjawz turn 2.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna heal my Maw Crusher. D3. Super cock there. Heals for 2.
Okay. Let's see.
So he has taken 9 wounds now.
Okay, so I'll be on 3 command points.
Yep.
And command point is interesting. I think that's all we do. Command point with let's say Dardus. Nope, fail it.
Yep.
So I'm still on 3 though.
And then moving on to my hero phase, I'm going to go ahead and teleport first and foremost. 1. Let's see if this is a 6. No, double 1s. But I do have Master of Magic for 7.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and teleport my War Chanter actually. Overhead or no?
Yeah, I'll switch after when we go into movement.
Alright, coolio. So that allows me to Violent Fury my Maw Crusher. And he is Mr. Fiction, so on a 3+, he fixes. I'll use one of these lovely purple dice here. Yeah, D3 for 3.
Nice.
The dick butt there. Oh, there we go. And then I do have my 2 CP for my turn.
Sorry, I didn't need to put the wound on that guy at all.
No, not.
So kill the first 2 and put the wound over here. Sorry, I was just thinking.
You're outside of 3 of me now, right?
I am outside of 3 of you. Yep.
So here's the interesting thing: is this? Do I throw my Maw Crusher into your long strikes if I'm able to?
I don't know that you are.
I might be able to. If I fly him over onto the buildings. Other than that, I think that's
pretty big charge.
Yeah, but don't forget on a 3+, I do get 3d6 charge, so I do have that available to me. Okie doke. Let's go ahead and go into my movement phase, I guess. Yeah, movement phase. So I have to be very careful with how.
Yeah, I would
this.
say so. So remember a couple things. One, yeah, this is the issue with the GW not fixing the terrain rules.
Yeah.
Is yes, you can land on the terrain, but you also have to be within 1, and hitting your base is super awkward. But
so I'm actually just gonna go this way.
cool.
I'm just gonna avoid the argument of it altogether.
That's all good. But
So he gets to about there.
now, do I want to redeploy anything? 3-6 charge obviously to put you in here.
Yep.
So I think you are potentially able to get into the Dracoths as well.
Yep.
Now you're outside of 9, so I can't redeploy them. I'll just sit tight as we are.
Sure. Sit tight. I'm gonna go ahead and
Jump into top-down camera.
yep. I'm gonna run my Madcap Shaman first and foremost. Moves 9, which closes the teleport onto the objective away from you. Just gonna shift these gentlemen backwards. Keep those guys there. He cannot move. This guy will run for 8 inches. Let me firmly behind. And then I'm gonna go.
Oh, battle tactic.
Ah, battle tactic. Yeah. You know, that's a big thing in this game, right? Again, you get too excited sometimes. Kind of shot myself in the foot there a little bit. Yeah, because I can't both complete a battle tactic right now and
Do what you want to do with your unit.
do what I want to do with my unit, correct? So I'm actually gonna be a little bit more safe and say broken ranks on that unit. Yeah.
Vindictors. Cool.
So broken ranks. George did not score Ferocious Advance. He scored 0.
Yeah. And Carl's at 2. I'll track that. You can keep going.
Yep. And then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at those lovely Vindictors.
Yeah, I literally just didn't bother moving any of my stuff, forgetting that and then forgot that I had that chosen out as my battle tactic.
And 3s, just 1.
This is your shooting, sorry?
Correct.
Keep knocking my guy over. Cool. It goes through.
1 damage. 5 up.
Ignore
got
it.
At the start of the charge phase on the 3+, I get to 3d6 charge, which I do.
But now you're not using it as.
Yeah, which sucks. I will actually charge the. Oh, I'm outside of 12. Would have been smart if I put him inside of 9, so I can charge there, take that point in the corner, potentially as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just 3d6 charge my Maw Crusher there.
It's a 6.
For a great 6.
Nice.
I think I'm able to get into Gardas as well.
Yeah, should be able to.
9.
You won't be within an inch of him. You're moving 6.
Yeah, moving 6.
So
yeah, just there.
Just
if you could. Tag that dude. Just grab him by the wing there.
Cool.
Alrighty. And then at the end of the
Before we get too far, we're gonna unleash hell.
Yep.
So obviously, you know it's coming. Let's see what we can do with it's starting off with 6 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
I am hitting on
Force.
4s here. And so 2 more at run 2.
2 more at run 2. Saved 1.
So that's 8 wounds total.
8 total. 5 ups. Save 2, so take 6.
So you're up to 12. 12 on you.
12 on me. He does have 20 wounds, so he's 8 remaining.
Cool.
So I'm gonna go ahead and fight. Sorry, at the end of the charge phase, my monstrous action will be to stomp you, 2+. It never flippin' works. I have to make sure that I kill those guys, so I can't really split my attacks. So I'll put everything into the Vindictors there.
Okay. I will do an all-out defense.
So he does have 9 attacks now because of Strength from Victory.
Yep.
Sorry, I would have all-out attack.
Yeah, you got to talk there.
Yeah. So 2s to hit, 3s to wound, which will be 3, 6 total.
Rend 1.
Rend 1.
So I'm back to, I stick on my 3-ups. Only
3 damage.
1 goes through for 3 damage. Let's roll these wards. I save 1, so I take 2
damage.
fire.
Maw Crusher, 2 1s. 3s to wound.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
That hurt. So that was 2 2s and 2 1s.
Yeah.
So that's a big whopping 2 wounds that
0.
you do.
0 from the Maw Crusher.
Let's see. I get a.
Yeah, this isn't Scion, so there's nothing.
Oh, sorry. I would have done D3 impact on a when you charge me on a 3 up.
3+. You don't get
Nope,
it.
that's what happens. But now I get Blaze of Glory first. Oh, let's attack first.
4+ on a 4+.
On a 4+.
On a 4+.
4+. I get it.
Yeah.
Then we'll attack. So many dice. Hit 1, wound, rend 1.
Good.
Okay, and then Blaze of Glory. 1 mortal wound.
Five up.
Everyone counts.
Yep. Got it. 13. Yep.
Okay.
I think that really.
And so 2 wounds.
Yep. Yep. He does get stronger and stronger, but.
So now I do have. Oh, this is the thing. So with the new way that battle or priority of objectives is chosen.
Yep.
I'm now going to count these guys for this objective.
Yep.
And because battle line takes precedent.
Yep.
You don't take this one, and I still hold this one.
I don't get that one either, which is big kablooey.
Yeah. So this is wow. Man, this is not going to be a long game. I feel.
No. Yeah. As you can tell, yeah. I actually, as coach was saying, it was a bad roll. I feel like the Maw Crushers, while they do so much damage with high quality attacks,
be swingy at times.
Yeah, they are very, very swingy, but it is big kablooey as I
especially like I do have great saves, so I've been saving at times pretty well.
Yeah.
But here, you don't kill this unit.
I failed my battle tactic.
You killed 1, so I don't even have to roll that battle shock. I hold this objective.
F's in chat, please.
Again, unless you want to burn any of your objectives, you're not scoring any points.
Here's the thing: I'm not going to. I just have to hold on at this point.
And because I held this at the bottom of my round, I've held all mine from the start of my round right now. from the start, from my first turn onward.
Correct.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is obviously big here.
Yeah, I would have liked to burn that. That Maw Crusher's probably dead. Hey, buddy, I'm painting 5 more brutes right now to get to 15 brutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's big. There are no points.
No, 0.
No points. So 2-0 halfway through round 2.
Yeah.
And we're going to jump into Stormcast turn. I'm going to get a second command point. Oh, what am I talking about? We're still in Ironjawz turn because Gardas is in combat. So let me just pull up his war scroll.
I will say this though. The decision for me to leave my pigs on my home point is solely based on the fact that Jordan has the ability to teleport with translocate.
Yeah, I can teleport about like...
If you don't have that ability at all, I shove my whole army into him. But, you know, unfortunately, he does have access to that on a 2+ rerolling, so 1 in 36 chance that it fails. So I can't... I was the chosen one.
And I didn't even attack with my Vindictors
I was supposed to save her...
I got way ahead of myself, so that's 5 at Rend 1 with Gardas.
Yeah, 5 at Rend 1, which will be 4 ups here. Oh, everything's just coming up.
2 damage.
Yeah.
So 6 damage total.
5 ups, just 1.
1.
So 5 more damage from Gardas.
So you're up
18.
to 18.
Yeah.
So actually, also another correction we have to make. I scored 1 point in my turn from killing a monster.
You
turn
did.
1. So let's finish out this turn before I correct this. So I'm outside of 4 with this guy. Oh, they're 2-inch range, so it's a 5-inch. Inside 5, so they'll both get to attack. And unit leaders still there.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's battle plans and matchups for sure.
1 mortal, 2 hits, 1 at Rend 1.
1 at Rend 1. Go through.
So then, yeah.
2 damage in total. If I don't roll a 5 up here, he dies.
So you roll 1.
I do roll 1, so...
You're at 19.
Yeah.
And you're +3 now, so you'll actually be up to 21 wounds on you, right? At the end of this.
At the end, yeah. So if actually those
now,
2 went through, he
you
would
would
have
have
died.
killed you before you got that bonus
Correct,
wound.
correct.
But sorry guys, again, getting too excited ahead of ourselves. I was excited for my turn. I still am, but I did score 1 point on on my turn 1. Now we're going into my round 2.
My sister is in chat.
Nice.
She's actually never played, well, hasn't played Warhammer in years and years and years. Why is she on here?
I hear you're an amazing painter, though. Jumping into hero phase. Okay, so I think I can safely do Bring It Down.
Yep.
So we'll go Bring It Down over here. You've already done Finest Hour.
Yep.
I'm now up to 2 command points. What else? That's, again, I can do some translocating. There's not a real reason not to. Just to start positioning my boys.
She doesn't even follow me on Twitter, so I don't know how she knows that we're streaming right now.
So here, I'll translocate the launch strikes. I did it on a 3.
Yep.
So I'm gonna just put some bodies on the objectives, so you can't just walk onto it.
For sure.
Because you're not battle line.
No, I'm not.
And it's 5, yeah. So I'm well in range here of the pigs. I'm not really worried about the War Chanter charging me. If he does, I unleash hell and kill him.
You kill him, yep.
And that's that. So translocate. I didn't do a heroic action, sorry, again. We'll do a 4-up command point with Gardas. Yeah? Yeah, why not? I fail it.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to heal my big boy, and that's the high rolls there, so I don't even get to heal him.
Cool. Well, it's just into movement then.
Yep.
That's it for hero phase.
For sure. Crypt Shadow, welcome to the premium team.
Yes, awesome. Appreciate the support.
This sadness is for you.
The sadness?
The sadness for the Ironjawz. I think he shouted out Ironjawz.
Oh, okay. So, into movement phase, did translocate. Now I'm actually going to move my models and not be silly. So he's going to be on the objective claiming that one.
Yep.
Those guys are there. I should be able to take care of this guy.
Yeah, use them as a launching pad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 10. So they're just going to all be outside of 3. All right. So into, I guess, okay, whatever. What else do I want to move? Griff Hounds. I guess I can just move them over here just for fun. The Knight Judicator will move up. And I'll run the Lord Relictor for 6, so he's going super speedy over here. Okay, into shooting. You know what I should have done? Oh, I don't have a wizard. Never mind. I was going to say, I'm so used to trying to turn things into monsters for extra points, but I don't even have a wizard. So we're going to start off shooting with the Dracoths.
Yep.
2. So D3 for 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds. I'm gonna go 5 up. I don't save any of them.
Okay.
And he goes down, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's the battle tactic. Yeah. Ooh, this is gonna be spicy.
Yeah.
So shooting phase still, obviously putting launch strikes into those piggies over there.
Yep.
Let's do command points. I'll be hitting on 2s.
Yep.
So 7, 12 shots, looking for 2s.
I mean, Coach, he doesn't need the wizard, as you can see. Like, I have one of the most high damage output armies in the game. And there's so many magic dominant armies like Tzeentch and like Teclis, Lumineth.
I do like the idea of a Knight Incantor. There are some good Stormcast spells, and then you have the auto unbind too.
Yep.
So like my last points, especially I know it was mentioned earlier, I think Jose mentioned running Liberators instead of Vindictors. And I would if I had my Liberators painted, just to save, across this I would have saved 60 points. I'm already 30 down, that's 90 points there. I can, have more battle line than I need. If I drop the Knight Judicator, I can get a hero and another unit of battle line or something.
So you did 12 damage there?
Cool, sounds good. So 1's alive.
Yeah.
We'll go with, how many wounds does he have left?
He has 3 left.
3 left. We'll go with the Knight Judicator at him.
I mean, it
both hits. Squid, thanks so much for the super chat. Super appreciate the support. Honestly, it goes such a long way into us killing more orcs. 2 at Ren 2.
Yep, takes them out.
3 damage each. Cadaveric, we do have a Cruel Boys match planned. I think for next week. This coming week? Oh, I gotta double check that. But Matt's coming down with his dudes, his Cruel Boys, so we'll see them on the channel, and I'm sure I'll be putting that matchup up to our premium members to vote on in the next couple days. So that's Dardis.
I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
What? So Dardis, it was 12-inch range, so he's out of range. So we'll just go for the charge with the Fulminators. That's a 6. That's not going to do it. I mean, I'm not too worried about getting into combat.
No.
But
I don't think you are.
Let's just get some. That's an 8. I would love to if I can, because why not? It's not enough for the Madcap, which would have gotten me on the objective. So, am I within 8.5 actually? That's so tough.
It looks like you are.
So. That's like on the line. Well, 4 up it.
Sure.
4 up, I'm in. I'm in.
You got it.
We're calling it. The fates have decided. So we'll go 8 inches. I guess I can measure it from this way.
It's also very hard to concentrate right now because Maverick, Jordan's dog, is in between my legs.
Yeah, he loves getting nice and cozy.
And he's a big dog, and I can't stand not on my tippy toes.
Yeah.
When he does this.
Actually, one of our first custom emojis was the custom Maverick emoji. Back when we were at the shop where we were filming at before, there were a lot of Maverick appearances on the show. But now that our table's higher, actually, he doesn't make it on as much.
I'm not blaming the dog. I'm just saying I'm not as focused right now.
So
yeah, Maverick emojis.
Let's see. I assume I've got to be 2-inch range on my fulminators. No, only 1-inch range on their glaives. That's surprising.
Maverick does not weigh more than me.
So I'm outside, so it's just gonna be 2 fulminators.
It's close though. He might be older though.
I did say I spent a command point. No, I have no command points left.
Yep.
10 attacks, 3s and 3s.
I'll spend a CP just in case I live.
Alrighty.
Just in case I live?
There's a chance. Only 3 go through. Run 2.
So 3 is going to 5s. 1? 6 damage?
6 damage.
Okay, he's dead.
Okay. No, it was very close.
You still have the claws as well.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fulminators are nasty.
Yeah.
Now, just on the charge, on the 3 damage means this unit outputs 20 attacks at 3 damage potential.
Yeah.
Plus the claws.
And you can potentially be on like 2s and 2s, right?
Yeah, 2s and 2s
for that
easily.
one turn or using all out attack.
Yeah.
So it's a big turn. I mean, looking at the board state, it is not good.
Nope, it is not good for me, for sure.
I got 2 points for my battle tactic, which was bring it down. I got a bonus point for killing a monster. That puts me up 4-2. Again, not very much scoring in here. I could burn my objectives if I wanted to, but there's, I guess the madcap, sorry, not the madcap, the shaman is threatening this one.
Yep.
So if you win priority, you could teleport, tag that, burn it. So I'm going to burn this one for an extra 2 points.
Yep.
Putting me at 5 for the turn.
Yep.
And 6 overall.
Yep.
Okay, so 6-2 going into priority. Yeah, it's like I really secured these 2 objectives. All your objectives are not safe at this point.
For sure.
So let's jump into it.
1.
4. Again, if you watched the stream last night, you know if I take the turn here, Carl's gonna have to burn one of mine. But I think I'm gonna do it. Elect Man, thank you so much for the super chat. Super appreciate it. I'm also happy to see more Stormcast on the channel. One, because they're a cool army. I'm really happy with how it's coming, the hobby I'm putting into these guys, doing all the custom dragon heads. But also, they're pure filth. Like,
they are very, very nice.
As we saw here, it's like, if you can't kill those hammers early, now there are armies that can.
Shooting.
Yeah, but you have to be a 1-drop, because otherwise they'll all drop you and take
shoot
first.
whatever you're.
So you have to roll off for that 1-drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a tough army to deal with. But yeah, so many Vindictors. Yes, I do love the Vindictors, and especially the models over Liberators are way better. How did I do the banner? Well, I would tell you how I did the banner, except that I literally have not done the banner. So it's basically just these guys are just the banners aren't done painting yet. I just have the base colors on there. This one I'm repainting because that was my first test unit, but I'm doing all like black cloth and black banners on these guys. But super happy with how they're coming out. Anyways, I'm taking priority.
Yep.
We're in round 3.
Yep.
Carl, you get to burn an objective. Again, I don't care because I'm about to take.
I mean, there's nothing I can do. I think at this point in terms of even if I burn an objective,
it just removes it from me from my total points.
I think it's because I left this open. You can teleport here. The Madcap Shaman in great trouble with the Fulminators.
Yep.
But I'll burn your middle one just because my War Chanter is closer.
Well, you might as well get rid of one of those 8-point ones.
Exactly.
Reduce my potential scoring, and I'm on 2 command points. Battle tactics. I'm going to choose Conquer. Now, as long as I don't roll double 1s, I can do that one pretty easily.
Yep. I mean, you could do it pretty easily regardless anyways with the Fulminator.
Yeah, but I want to send the Fulminators over there. Try and take both of those 2.
I don't know if you can take both.
Well, you just wait and see, Carl.
Oh, because they're worth 2 models, so you don't even have to kill the my capture.
Well, yeah, we'll see. But so I'll take Conquer on the center one. Let's see if I can take all 3 of Carl's objectives. That's what I'm shooting for here. And yeah, that's it. So heroic action, we'll do a CP with. Doesn't really matter at this point. All my heroes are gonna be way behind. We'll go with Gardas. I could translocate him, but that's not what I want to do. So we'll go with Gardas. Why not? We get that CP. Again, I don't really have much to spend them on, but I don't have much from the other.
I'm gonna go ahead and finest hour my War Enchanter.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for the sports vote. I think I'm winning best overall right now.
Best overall? That's not even best sports. That's best overall.
But you're minus 10 points because you're not fully painted army, but also I got the sports vote from Final Flash.
You know what? Hey, I meet the painting standards. I am fully painted. I would qualify as fully painted.
If it's 33, 33, 33, I think I would win.
I am definitely kicking Carl while he's down.
Oh yeah.
That's what we honestly like. We play friendly games. Like, I mean, we're all friends, right? We know what to expect. But we want to showcase the like worst case scenarios.
Yeah,
too, right? Like,
this is
how strong these things can be.
This is really nasty. Yeah. I don't know how I deal with it as an Ironjawz player. So I have some thoughts, but
yeah, it's rough. We're gonna go into it. Launch strikes. I'm gonna translocate on a 3+.
You got
2+.
2+, yeah.
I get that. So translocating the launch strikes.
I see what you're gonna do.
Exactly.
Translocate.
Here,
into this, within 30, shoot my
sorry
pig.
To jump in front of the camera, but they're all, doesn't matter. So I can send these guys over here.
You know, sometimes, I'm in the cult of destruction and I'm a destruction man. But, sometimes I miss shooting. You know what I mean? For those of you who don't know, I used to play KO and I used to play a pretty nasty cities list as well. But I shifted over to Ironjawz because I wanted to learn more about the combat side of things. But sometimes, I miss that long-range shooting.
Yeah.
Because 30 Iron Drakes does a lot.
When you don't have it and your opponent does, it's not always
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, other than that, that's pretty much, we're into movement now.
Okay, Ridge, that's uncalled for. But yes, I do own every army, so...
I mean, you're not alone in that. Between all of us on the channel, we all have a ton of armies.
Yeah.
In different states of completion, obviously, but that's how it goes.
I had a late night thought as well of maybe allying a Squig Gaba, so I might run that sometime. We'll see.
Okay, so let's say Gardas, let's run him, see if he can get him into keeping his aura on those guys. That's a 6, he's going 11. Gardas wants to keep his buddies safe. Okay, yeah, this is obviously...
Yeah, we are... I myself am getting one of the big boy dragons, Krondis, for my cities list, and we'll see about the rest of the Storm Drake Guard. I think they're very, very good, even at 340 points. So we'll see. We'll see kind of what things.
See how many guys I have in range of 10 inches of
10 inches. Sure.
Your homeboys?
2.
2? Okay, so we'll start the shooting over there. 1.
G3.
For 2 mortal wounds?
Yep, 2 mortal wounds.
And then we're going to shoot the launch strikes. So these guys, again, translocated them.
Yep.
So I can shoot these guys off.
All out defense because they're the only thing left in my army.
Yep. And I'm spending the command point for all out attack. No 6s, lots of 1s.
I mean, these are great suggestions. I will attempt to ally and Spider Riders in the future for shooting.
Yep. But here, 6 wounds, Ren 2 damage.
Yeah. So 3 up, going into 5 up. Saves 2, so that's 8 damage.
Yeah.
So 3, 5. I'll actually remove like this because I need the leader.
And he's got 1 wound on him then. Because I did 11 total, so he's got 1 on him, right?
No, you did 2.
Oh, there's 2 mortals, right? Correct.
Yep.
Sorry. Shooting over here, we'll shoot at the War Chanter.
Yep.
Because I'm sure I'm too far for the last piggy. 1 hit, 1, Ren 2.
He saves it.
Nice. So, okay.
Mr. War Chanter.
That's shooting. I chose not to shoot these guys so I can charge off of him. I don't want to kill the Drawbow.
Yeah.
And that's...
Yeah, you can give him wards from Guardus as well. So Krondis with a 5-up ward is a very, very tanky gentleman. Prayers for a 6-up. That's a good shout as well.
We're going to go charge the Dracoths.
Yep.
For 7.
You got it.
Should be able to do... I'm going to come around to your side, Carl.
Yep.
Should
Maverick.
be able to do what I want to do here. So you count as 2 models?
I do count as 2 models.
So, which means I have to put 2 guys on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways definitely to get wards on Krondis. I'm going to be primarily running him in Tempest Eye. Him with Aura of Glory is pretty good. Back him up with 30 Iron Drakes. It's fairly decent. It's less competitive than if you ran 6 Long Strikes with 30 Iron Drakes. That's, I think, the best Tempest Eye list you can make right now. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. And on the first turn, they have 39-inch threat, which is quite significant. The downfall of the Iron Drakes is the 16-inch range. So good players are able to measure you outside of 9 and then behind 7 for that. No, he's been choosing which of the points he's been capping with the unit. So he can't cap both of the
Oh,
things
right.
there.
I forgot about that. That's why I was going for both. Okay, yeah. I won't be able to take both here then. So that doesn't matter.
When I say less competitive, I'm talking like a 2 or 3%.
Okay, so I'm going to jump into combat.
Yeah.
Again, I was literally in the 2.0 mindset where I was trying to tag this objective with more bodies, which I could do.
And then
I only had 1 out of combat and be on both. But again, you're right. I can't claim both.
Yep.
So yeah, my plan was totally not possible. So in this case, I'm going to have 20 attached going into this madcap.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take him off right now.
No, you're not. I'm rolling this.
No, I took him off.
So that's
Not allowed.
20 attacks. I'll do the all-out attack for free, because Dardis isn't my general, so not for free.
No.
So let's see how much damage. I'm on 2s and 3s. Ooh, that's a good roll.
Yep.
Again, here, I just like to roll these out sometimes. We know he's killing him, but just to see the damage, right?
Yeah.
Just to get a sense of the unit as you're,
as you're playing it, for sure.
Yeah. I haven't played it much, this is my first time actually playing with the Dracoths. So that's going to be 11 at Rend 2.
I have a 6-up save, so that's 33 damage there.
33 damage.
And that's before we're talking about
the mount attack.
The mount attacks.
Yeah,
they have an insane amount of output.
Yeah, the mount attacks, they have 3 attacks each, so that's another 12 at Rend 2, 2 damage. So
this does show the difference between having loads of attacks as opposed to having higher damage attacks. Something like the Maw Crusher that you saw before, because it's 4 to 6 damage per attack, each one you miss really, really hurts. Now, when you have a lot of attacks like this, it evens out, which is why I have changed my list for the new GT that we're going to this weekend. So we'll see if that works out for me.
Yeah. Well,
I love chatting with you guys, so.
Yeah. So, right now I'm up 6-2.
Yep.
I did my battle tactic of Conquer for 2 points.
For sure.
And I could, this is round 3, so I could burn this one for 4. I've held each of those for
1.
I could burn them all and...
Puts you at 12. I can only score 8 off of this, so...
If that.
Yeah.
But realistically, I don't have to burn any of these objectives because there's not really a way for you to bring them back.
Yeah. I mean, from my standpoint, though, I would burn this one because my pig can can swing around and perhaps take it.
Because he has battle line, that's true.
Because he has battle line. But it's incredibly hard for me to take this objective that's on the bottom right-hand side for me, because you're just going to unleash hell whenever I get there. Correct. So I would hold that one and I would burn that in kind of in a tournament setting.
Yeah. So we'll take this off. I'll do my battle tactic for 3 points total. And minor misplays are in turn 3 to help. Yeah. Well, so I could have, that's true, I could have burned one and held the other. No, because you have to control it. So I don't control. So the way this would work is you go to determine control, and I would have to choose which one they can
control and then burn.
And then burn.
Correct.
I can't burn this one if I don't control it.
Correct.
So I can't burn one and control the other. I basically can burn one and control it. And either way, it could have been either one.
Yep.
Either way, I was killing the madcap. I was drawing to position to cap both, which I could do model-wise, but I can't do because they're all from one unit, and a unit can't, again, cap multiple objectives.
I love how Olivier is excited by the matchup, but
I was too.
Pretty much over. It was. For Gary, smashing and bashing, once you kill a unit with one of your combat attacks, you can activate another unit anywhere on the board. There's no range difference. You can only burn if you're within one, and he was within one there.
Okay, so I guess we're obviously gonna do our normal kind of recap at the end, but just to talk out the last couple rounds.
Yeah.
I think you
will
burn this one
this
for
right
4
now.
points.
Yeah.
And do you have battle tactics you can do at this point?
I can.
Do you want to try teleport? You can do Savage Spearhead.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Savage Spearhead. Oh, Master Magic. There it is.
You get it. So you teleport him.
Yeah, teleport him. I will put him into the opposite corner there.
Yeah. And that's also the grand strategy.
Yeah, so that's my grand strategy there as well.
Well, if you can stay. You still have to stick around for 2 more rounds.
Yeah, I do still have to stick around for 2 more rounds.
So how fast is this
guy? He is 4.
So you'll probably have to auto-stitch that.
Which is fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's doing 10.
Yeah.
He's in cover.
Yeah. Savage Spearhead there.
Yep. So you'll get 2 there, 4 for burning it.
Yep.
So at the bottom of 3, it'll be 9 to 6, which actually isn't the hugest gap, but it's more the board state, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So again, I think counting it out from here, I'm not. Basically, what I could do to guarantee the kill on him is translocate the himself over here, translocate these guys turn 5.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
And then get that shot off.
Yes. Now, why would you do that though? Just to deny me my grand strategy? I mean, if your turn, oh, it's all black. If your tournament pack is all about denying your grand strategy and stuff, then sure. But if because there's a fist fight happening right now. That's what's happening. No, if but at times, like there's just certain things, like when you beat your opponent so bad, like sports and stuff, like don't beat them on your opponent too hard. Like if it doesn't benefit you, doesn't get you any points, then why would you do that? They're all dead, Olivier. All of them are dead. Yep. Stormcast is really strong.
Yeah, so Carl, as I'm talking to Carl, how I should kill every model and deny him his grand strategies, say not to beat up on you. I mean, sports is the thing, and obviously, like, it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Us, most most opponents, I talked about, like, when we played Mike and Bill at Du Bois, I got to play them both. We're all aware of what we're trying to do, right?
Yep.
And none of us want our opponent to let the foot off the gas.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Because that's almost a more of a feel bad when our opponent starts taking it easy on us. That's, you know what I mean? So I'll give Carl the respect of an honorable death.
Yep.
But in the end, I think reliably, I would score I took this on round 3, so
Yep.
I would get 4 points for this burning last turn.
And then 8 for
points
that one.
for 12.
Yeah.
Battle tactic of hold the line, just barely. I could have been rallying these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold the line. So that's gonna put me at 15 points.
Yep.
You're getting, what was it? You got 4 on this turn.
Correct.
So
So I'll be at 10, and then if you don't kill my
you already know. I already gave you the 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was you were at 2 and then 0.
Correct. And then another additional 2 for my Savage Spearhead.
Yep. No, I included that. So it was 2. Oh, sorry, 4 for burning and then 2. Yeah. So you should be at 8. Sorry.
Yeah. So 11 in total. I did play double War Chanter or double Maw Crusher Dayton. It literally was just so much damage that the War Chanter probably disappeared before you got on stream.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the final? Because if I deny your grand strategy, burn those last rounds for
Oh yeah. No, 2048. I don't think I think we should stop counting at this point.
Oh yeah, but just working through it. Obviously, some events it's all about the victory points. Some events it's differential. So me denying your battle tactic is important.
Yep.
So all those things, depending on the event, can be big or not.
Yeah.
But I hear a Cass coming to visit. Cass, you can witness the glory that was this match.
You know what? Honestly, at the end of the day, it's all about the friends you make.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
Wow, that was fast.
It was very, very quick. So kind of from my standpoint and my list standpoint, it really struggles against armies that can screen very well. Yeah, Maverick's been actually underneath the table for the whole time. He's been sniffing my butt. So there's that.
Ridge was helpful. We didn't get the phone in working, but
yeah. So as Ridge is saying, Ironjawz hates things that can screen well. Now there is the 21 pig lists that have been going around, and that's very, very good against screens because you do the impact hits on the charge. And then afterwards, with the Bloodtooth, you can charge again to things beyond that. So that's very good. Mm-hmm. Now, this is so much output, and your screens are actually so tanky as well that I'm unable to. So I'm actually Jose. So it's so hard to get past your screen even because they're 3-up saves on 10 wounds. It's really something to know that it's out there, and another thing to play against it. Yeah,
this is obviously, like, we keep saying it, Stormcast is going to be nutty. Like, it's, especially with the hero face shooting, like, it's a problem. Now Lumineth shooting is strong. Everyone's gonna be like, you play Lumineth. Yes, I play Lumineth. They're strong. If I could double shoot the Sentinels, I would be saying the same thing about the Sentinels. Yep. Sentinels are strong to begin with. Obviously,
5 or 6 mortals.
Some tweaking there would be great.
In comparison with 12 to.
Oh, I'm just saying the double shoot mechanic only once per game.
Yep.
It's devastating. Like here, I actually almost didn't really necessarily need it. It helped, obviously.
The double shoot,
because I was doing so much damage. I did 7 damage to your 1 Maw Crusher on your turn.
Yep.
Not even attacking back, just from like chip damage from dying or attacking on death or your charge in. There were good call, Jimmy. There were some great Gardas ward saves in there, keeping but you mostly killed the units you were hitting anyways.
Yep.
Jose did want to say a big thank you for the super chat. Again, really helps us out. Oh gosh, yeah.
The thing about 2 things, Coach. I am not doing 21 pigs. I'm not gonna do it. I hate painting Gorgruntas. And the second thing is Daughters of Cain. They do double shoot every turn. The thing with Daughters of Cain is they don't have the same amount of screens. As well as 24 inches is a big difference from 30.
Also, they can't translocate turn 1 to set that up right off the bat.
Yeah.
Now, I played against this list, if you heard our recap yesterday, a list similar to this with my Teclis list, and he took first.
Took Teclis off the board.
Shot Teclis off the board turn 1. Now, I managed to claw back and still win that game.
Yep.
But that's what's happening.
Yep.
We have Battle Report coming out in a couple days with Stormcast as well. Mm-hmm. Again, check it out. the more you can see this army in action, learn for prepare for it. But the problem is a lot of armies can't do anything.
You can't. No, there's a lot of things that there's a lot of there's a lot of armies that can't deal with this type of output.
Yeah, with my Lumineth list, again, I'm a 1-drop. If I win first, because this was a Stormkeep list, I could shoot off the rafters, and try and take that advantage. Now, if he takes first, he's either killing my Sentinels or killing Techless. Either one can be crippling, but it's tough game.
Yeah, the thing with the long strikes, and it's something that we've seen in practice because Ridge took 3 of them in his Seraphon list, is if you kill 1 or 2 of them, the output severely drops.
Yep.
And they are only 2 wounds apiece. The issue that you have is the issue with them is getting to them, right? With 30-inch range, Unleash Hell, it's
if you don't have your own shooting,
correct,
and long range shooting, because you have to get into them turn 1.
Yep.
And you have to be going first, because if you can't get into them turn 1 and they outdrop you, being a 1-drop, they're going to take first and try and cripple your shooting.
I'm going to take that $5 and I'm going to start myself a Stormcast army.
Thank you so much. I like that. The Carl's Mock Rushers started to GoFundMe.
For hospital bills and and just emotional pain.
Yes.
But yeah, it is something else to see. I mean, Ironjawz, don't get me wrong, is a very competitive army as well. There's a lot of armies that can't screen them, so it's I think more of a rock paper scissors mechanic with these 2 armies.
Yes.
Where you have the shooting to deal with this type, and the screens to deal with this type of list.
And if I have one thing, looking at these armies, state of the meta right now, direction of AOS 3, things, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm a little worried. We see Guardians have traditionally been an easy to play army.
Yep.
Relatively.
Yep.
They just do what they do, and they do it really, really well.
Yep.
They don't necessarily take a lot of skill to learn. Now, a lot of skill to master and be very good with, as every army is.
Yep.
I would say the same with this Stormcast army. You guys saw I was forgetting stuff. This is my first time using the Drakos, probably only my 2nd or 3rd game with Stormcast in general.
Yep.
And this is a point-and-click army.
Yep.
I'm removing a piece every turn.
Yeah, it's very forgiving. Anything that shoots more than 24 inches is very good forgiving. 24, you can still screen and play around it. 30 is with the smaller boards is not something that you can count. It forced my hand to go really hard into your army. Now I could have potentially gone even harder and threw the 2 units of 3 pigs and maybe blood tooth them into the shooting unit, but you have translocate to be able to translocate them out of combat, and at that point you just double shoot whatever you want anyways, regardless. So and the inclusion of Gardas is actually probably what really saved you.
Well, it's huge in Stormkeep, right? Like the Redeemers are so important. So like what my game plan was going into it is before jumping into game plan, the other point, just continuing on my point, even the Auric War Clans book, now specifically the Ironjawz, maybe not with the other factions, but also I think like a hard to master army, but a very strong army when you just pick it up out of the box, just on
charge everything, move everything,
smash everything.
Right?
So I guess my point I was going to make is like looking at those 3 battle tomes, which are all going to be top battle tomes, the 3 5-0s at Texas, 2 of them were Ironjawz Bloodtooths. It's trending towards simpler to play armies
with that being said though, there are like I have taken Ironjawz multiple times, and if you get your sequencing wrong, your opponent can punish you quite severely.
For sure. And like we said, skill will always be at the thing, but it's still like a lot of these armies, it feels like it's like with Guardians, Stormcast, Ironjawz, it's like you were saying, it's matchup, right? Can you deal with this matchup? Can you deal with this matchup? If not, if you're decent player, competent player, you're just going to win. You know what I mean? A little less. I'm a little bit more worried on the Stormcast front. Like being able to shoot twice 30 inches and deal 10-ish damage each time to a 3+ save unit is
pretty oppressive.
Yep.
It's pretty oppressive. Double shoot, any sort of double shoot or double fight is just insane. Now, kind of going back to the top and how I was imagining this was going to go in my favor, I was going to charge the pigs into the unit. Now the issue with that is they have such a big frontage, and unlike units like the Boing Grau Bounders, who only one model needs to be within 1 inch of the unit and they all do the impact charges. This is individual models you're counting, so I was only able to get 4 of them in instead of the 6.
Because otherwise you would have taken another D3.
Correct. So I wanted to throw those guys, do mortals, on average it's about 5 mortal wounds for the 6 pigs, then do the stomp onto the other unit, or onto the same unit. And if I kill that unit, I get to move D6. Now, I was attempting to move the Destroyer Maw Crusher D6 into your Fulminators, activate Destroyer, and those Fulminators might have been potentially dead if I was able to line all those up. But that's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts. The ward save from Gardas means that I can't rely on that game plan at all. Hunters of the Heartland or Astral Templars as well just locks you away from that. And so if my opponent is running any of those things, I have to play super conservative and just get as many points as possible. I don't, depending on scenario.
You just try to sit on the objective, pressure objectives.
Yeah, but
not even engage, right? You don't want to let me shoot in your turn.
But even then, how can I, like in this instance, like how can I get away from 30 of you? I can't.
Yeah.
Translocate plus the double shoot means anywhere on the board's not safe. You can't screen outside of 9 and then 21 inches behind that. It's an insane amount of range, right? So yeah, so that was my game plan. So I love Ironjawz. I'm gonna keep playing Ironjawz. I want to keep running them. They've had some good results, but it's all dependent on matchups. And if this type of list starts to become more popular, I may have to switch.
Well, yeah, I know you have cities that you've been bouncing back and forth between.
Yeah, it's I can ally and shoot us, but the thing is, the issue is not the screens. The issue is the 30-inch range.
Yeah.
And you have to be 21 inches behind that in order to be away from
And if
them.
you don't have stuff filling those gaps, you can also land in between,
Yeah. So
with a 21-inch, gap between units, there's 3 inches that I could line, potentially line stuff up.
Cameron, it is. Shooters are very good in Cruel Boys as a screen unit. So there is that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely eye-opening. Hopefully I don't play this list at all.
Well, we'll see. Might be hitting some local tournaments near you.
Yeah, which unfortunately it's.
Yeah.
I love Stormcast, but I don't think 6 long strikes, double shooting, or even 15 judicators. 15 judicators are very good as well.
What I said
I don't think they're
on stream. I think yesterday the Thunderbolt volley is problematic.
Yeah,
just hands down.
And there is a question as well, as if you take 2 enhancements, can you take the same ones? And if that's the case, like Stormcast just win everything.
Yeah. Now there's a trade-off. I was even thinking of this, even taking a different one, because there's what is it, like the bring a unit back. You bring a unit back for a command point.
Yeah.
There's that holy command, which is with this kind of a build. It's huge because that's 15 bodies back on an objective, right? And I can translocate a hero and then do it or something potentially.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of those two because that's really strong on its own right. The double shoot.
They're very tanky. Again, it's mortals that does you in, and stomp never works for me, apparently.
Yeah.
So I have to rethink of it. But giving back 5 Vindictors just means you have more screens, right?
Yeah.
Or more
15 bodies and
or more units.
And even this thing of changes again, talking about the things we were talking about. I'm not in a position to run these as Liberator instead of Vindictors right now.
Yeah.
If I was, I would potentially drop the Knight Judicator. I could include a 5th unit of battle line if I wanted.
Yep.
And swap to Knight Incantor.
Yep.
Which is great for that once per game auto unbind. Yeah, Call Parade that was the name of the bringing unit back so strong. especially in Redeemer.
Yep.
Or in
Hallowed Knights.
Hallowed Knights.
And then they fight again
well,
when they fight
in a
when they die.
Stormkeep, it's so strong.
Yeah. The thing is, Dayton, if it was a pizza eating competition, you know who would win.
That's a good question. We both finished our entire pizzas.
Yeah.
So we know Ridge would lose.
Ridge would always lose.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, dragons will be super strong, but the increase in points means you can't fit them
here's the thing.
as easy with 6 long strikes.
It's still pretty easy.
It's not as easy. You would have to sacrifice quite a bit.
Yes, well, you drop obviously the Dracoths.
Yeah.
Basically, I could run this same list, but I don't have as much of the extra flavor picks like the Knight Judicator. I don't have that extra unit battle line. Maybe I have to go down to all 3 libs. And, you know, if I want to include the Dragon Riding Hero, I have to drop Gardas. Like, so you're still going to see, you know, 2-3 battle line, especially because that hero can make them battle line. Now you would lose the prayer reroll, but you're going to see 4 dragons, the Dragon Hero, and the 6 long strikes. You're going to see those lists.
Yeah. In terms of, Cameron did ask how I felt about Big Wah and how crew boys would benefit from that. I think you just run crew boys as crew boys. Don't try to fit them into Big Wah as much. The only time I would throw any crew boys models in a Big Wah list would be Gobsprak. If you run him with a Rogue Idol and then basically have that with the empowering Wah, you could potentially get him up +2 to cast and +2 to unbind, and so he's doing mortal wounds to the things he's unbinding. You have access to all the spell lore, removing wards, you know, all that shenanigans, -1 attack. Like you have a lot of options to throw in there. So.
And as Zach said, you can definitely fit, you know, this Storm Drake, all the key pieces you need. I would probably gravitate more towards like 4 Storm Drake, like 1 unit of 4, because that as a hammer is insane.
Yeah.
And then you know, a couple battle line.
Zach, when you're talking about 6 Storm Drake there, 1 Knight Draconis, 1 Lord Relictor, and 6 Long Strikes, that pretty much, I think, your army, right?
Well, it's 1,000 points for 4 Storm Drake and the Knight Draconis, I think.
340, 340, 340.
Is that how much the Knight Draconis is as well?
And then 300 for the Knight Draconis?
Sorry, I was saying unit 4, not 6. 4, only 6.
Yeah, you can definitely fit
6.
4, not 6.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with that list, though. If we played this matchup and he had given me first, I potentially take all 6 Storm Drake out.
Because you don't have
Because you don't have a screen.
Yeah.
I kill all of them. And so now you're dealing with 1 Knight Draconis, 1 Lord Relictor, and 6 Long Strikes versus my army. You could still do it. Obviously, the 6 Long Strikes are great, but now I'm chasing your Long Strikes with my pigs.
Yeah.
So that list does look very scary, but because what actually won Jordan the game is not these 2 pieces right here, the Fulminators, the Long Strikes, it's actually the Vindictors in the front. Because a Fasta Maw Crusher can get anywhere on the board. He's just stopped by models, right?
Yeah. So if there's an open edge, you'll kill those units.
I will kill him in there. Well, now I'm a little sad about the Destroyer Maw Crusher because sometimes he whiffs, but that's a story for another video. So.
Or in fact, yesterday's
video.
Stream,
yes,
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any other final questions? I think that was a good showcase of what Stormcast could do. Hopefully, we get another video of how, or another showcase of how Ironjawz can do.
We do have a couple videos with Ironjawz coming out.
Yeah.
So there'll be some good ones definitely coming out showing the power of the Wah.
Yep.
So expect that in the next couple weeks. There were questions. We've gotten a bunch of questions about our live streams, whether like we're doing all live streams, you know, now or whatnot. Basically, the idea is, as we've mentioned before in the channel recaps, we're adding live streams as kind of a supplement at times. Probably, you know, we do 8 videos a month, 2 a week, let's say 4 weeks. So 8 videos. It's a lot of work, all that editing. So going to be putting in like swapping out, you know, on average 2 of those videos a month instead of edited battle reports are now going to be live streams. So that literally just gives me a week extra's worth of time to get ahead on editing. Because a lot of time I'm like busting my butt. I'm literally doing it all day and night.
Yep.
Just to get the editing done. So this frees me up a little bit more.
Does allow you to paint some models,
Gets
build
more
some
stuff
models.
painted, like these Drotothian Dart, the Fulminators. I got the Contorted Epitome painted up for a recent battle report with Legion of the First Prince, which again is a key unit that we want to showcase there, because that's a common one in those builds as well.
And the most important part of this is you guys have questions, and sometimes it's hard to reach us on Twitter or something, and you guys are able to just throw your suggestions and questions and kind of pick our brain thought process on specific points of
talking
matches.
it through during the game, because there's stuff that we can't cover in the recap. Like just those little things about where we pile in or
internal dialogue,
what models we take. Exactly that. So with that, thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed this match. It was a bit of a rough one for the Orcs today. These Stormcast are going to be the big bad, or one of the big bads of the game for the next while, I'm sure. So prepare as best you can, or just play them like I am. But that's it for tonight. We'll see you guys soon in another battle report. Thanks so much.
Bye. Rich is asking if he could start